Should have turned off the desktop. Sorry. All right. Before we begin, this broadcast is made possible by Moonlight Interactive. Thank you for giving me this free cam and making this show possible. And yeah, I hope this broadcast goes out great. As well, we're trying to get started right now. The game has not started yet, but we are getting there right now. And the first map is going to be Wake Island, of course. As always. So currently we have two cameras. We have a camera 2. Camera 2. Say hi, Bai. This is Bai's camera right here, as always. We have the labels of everyone here, and there. And this is camera number 1 as well. And this is me. I always I should be doing that. Anyways, that was really weird. That was not supposed to happen. So here's camera number 2 and here's camera number 1 as always. And here you go. We are definitely live. But this is our test run, of course. And we're still wondering, we're still getting word on when the game is going to get started, as always. Sounds like we're missing a person, apparently. Seems like we are definitely missing a person right around here. Or right around these clocks. And around this place. And I hope the audio goes out very great as well. And it seems like we are about to begin our match as well. And hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. I am King Moai, brothers. Audio sounds fine? Perfect. Audio should sound fine. As always. And it seems like they're still having a fight today. We got two cameras, one here and one there. camera 1 and camera 2. Looking nice as well, brothers. Although we won't have that much activity. And of course, it seems like the audio won't do fine on the other one, on the Discord audio. So that I will not be able to deal with. Although we might have that dealt with if NDI was a thing. Unfortunately, though, we are temporarily within our limits to use Discord screen sharing as our primary source. They're confirming whether everyone is in here currently while everyone is practicing. It is a very, very sweaty server, of course, as always. Seems like they took the back alley and someone got RPG'd at the back right there. They secured the back door, of course. Sound like Team 1 is having technical difficulties. Seems like we're a little bit disorganized. Although we are trying to give you some entertaining content right here. Please hold. They instantly retook Bravo. Sound like they can't get themselves to secure the back alley, of course. They attempted a revive. Of course, the tanker class was able to take out the medic. And interestingly, Best Noob is not wearing his signature outfit. More like a competitive outfit. Agent Mike is down. Well, and it seems like they have won this practice round. as always. And while we're at it, we will prep for the next round. And I think this next round is for real. And maybe not. Maybe not. Apparently, Scissors right now is having some issues right now, and we are still dealing with some more technical issues. I think they're talking to Team 1, I think. Team 1 leader is having some trouble. I'm not sure what's going on. Or else we're not sure what's going on. There will not be kids playing on iPad today. Of course. It can't. And I did say I was not going to be able to read chat while we're at it. But this is one of those moments that maybe I could communicate with you guys for a little bit. So anyone who's on Team 1 will be on the left side, and anyone on Team 3 will be on the right side. Here's our specific rules. There will be no tanks. There will be no helicopters. None of those at all. There will be no LAVs. There will be no IFVs. No main battle tanks at all. So this round will remain with just only Jeeps, Humvees, and quads. That's it. No more no more screwing around with tanks. You think tanks would actually be a game changer, but unfortunately for people who are doing this tourney, they will not be using a tank at all. The most they can use, the best vehicle that they could use now, is probably the Humvee as well. And there will be no Leopard 2 tanks, no Abrams, no AA gun tanks at all. So yeah. Alright. So. And it seems like I'm also having technical issues here as well. It's not good. Maybe they added an M249 like the class? No, hell no. Alright. Anyways. This will be the testing run for our broadcast, as always, brothers. And while we're at it, we're still waiting for someone they could bring in as well. It seems like this match is starting to become, or this tournament is becoming a little bit unorganized or disorganized at this moment. As my cameraman is prepared and we are prepared, we are just looking at stuff currently, as always. And now we could bring up our first roster, as always. First roster is going to be, of course, our whole entire team right here, as always. We have Best Noob on the other side. As always, he's kind of like the best in the team. Nvidia, you also have to watch for him as well. And Hiracy as well, as always. And later on we will be able to see Bond and Jam go head on against each other on the next round as well. And apparently this match isn't real, as always. They're trying to figure out what they're trying to do, as always. And while we're at it, we're just gonna go ahead and entertain you with this practice round. Seems like they're having a struggle at Delta as Nvidia's team tries to take over. I think it's Nvidia's team. Can't really see through that smoke. They deployed some smoke for cover purposes. Now there's a struggle at Charlie. Apparently a lot of people are dying at Charlie right now, as always. And the forces got taken out over at Charlie. And as we come over to Echo, as always, this person might capture, and he doesn't capture, which is a little bit interesting. A little bit interesting that he doesn't really want it to capture, but instead he tries to find maybe an LAV, but the LAV, of course, is not in that area. He goes in and takes over Echo, and apparently we are getting started on the next round. The tournament is about to start. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably it as of right now. As one person takes over Echo, as always. Trying to take over. B hopping around the flag, making sure he doesn't get shot. Seems like one person's at Delta, as always. Seems like they're gonna... Seems like someone here. Or else it seems like the round has not yet started. The whole place has been taken over by Nvidia's team. Although we do need to watch Nvidia bread, because it seems like people are suspecting him of cheating. And also, I do also may suspect him of cheating as well. Apparently Nvidia's team has won. Yes, Nvidia's team has won this round, and apparently they don't have a spawn point to be spawning on. Of course, we will be moving on to the next match, as always. It would have been a better idea if this stream were to have a delay on it, so they don't stream snipe. Unfortunately for me, I did not set a delay, so maybe I should set the delay right now. Should set the delay. That was still the practice round, of course. Apparently, they're still getting started on trying to get the round up. Unfortunately, they are missing a few more people. It appears that they are missing a few more people in this round. And it seems like this real round is about to start, as always. Just note that I will not be able to read chat while I commentate this match. Brought to you by Moonlight Interactive. And while we're at it, we can actually have some sweet pork buns right here, as always. Apparently, we're not ordered to join currently. These cameramans are not able to join. Of course, the game could have been a little bit better if there's a spectators mode. And it seems like they are missing a couple of people right here as well, as we are trying to move on with the match. And if you guys want to know, yes, only King Moai will be commentating this round. And the round should be starting shortly as well. Oh, I see, and it seems like, nope, never mind. It's... They still have not been able to get a hold of the 8th person. And they're missing someone. Still getting orders to join. And it seems like we're moving forward despite the fact that the other side is missing one person. So, seems like we are in for a round, as always. Of course, we're getting set for our own positions before we even move out. And the cup is off, ladies and gentlemen. The cup is off. Oh wait, never mind. Something is up. Hold up. Oh my god. This is so disorganized. Alright. And we are off. Perfect. Alright. As we may know, of course this is our teams. Our rosters are the following, as always. The rosters are as follows. Best Noob on one team. Nvidia on the other side. Along with Kale, EasyU. You guys gotta watch for those guys. And Hiracy as well on the other side of the team. You guys gotta watch for those as well. And currently Nvidia's team has secured Charlie and Delta, while Nvidia is currently making his way towards Bravo, an assault, while someone over there is trying to flank around to Charlie. Apparently, is that a medic? Is he a medic? I'm not sure if this person is a medic or not. Sound like this guy's a medic. Or not. Oh. You got him? And what you have to note is that Nvidia's aim is beyond powerfulness as well. And he's got a medic by his side, but unfortunately the sniper shuts him down. And now it's left with the medic trying to deal with the one singular sniper. The medic advances forward. Unfortunately, you got a person, or else an assault class, assaulting him. And the medic and the support is all shut down on Nvidia's team. While Best Noob's team advances forward towards Charlie. Sound like Best Noob is trying to advance towards Charlie, but unfortunately he's struggling with the turret. Actually takes out the turret. We got two people Nvidia bred. And now Best Noob is trying to suppress them into the water as Nvidia advances towards Bravo. There's one interesting fight between the two leaders as well. Someone launches a RPG, interestingly. Best Noob tries to suppress him. Got him once. Not as much here. This is actually one interesting fight right here. And Nvidia takes out both Kale and Best Noob as Nvidia and his medic advances forward. And it seems like they could be the best duos. The X-Bro and Nvidia, they're both pretty good duos for advancing. And fortunately he's got a medic by his side, so whenever Nvidia goes down, then they would be able to revive him. But unfortunately they both got shut down. Both of their assaults got shut down. And here's Best Noob, of course. as always. He's got a pretty good track record of his own rank 333 with a 7.5 KDR as well. He's got something to show off to the other side of the team as well. It seems like he's kind of struggling with the other side of the team, unfortunately, and he is down already as well. We got one singular assault. Singe. Of course, he's going out trying to assault Bravo with a Jeep, but unfortunately, he's got sprayed on. And instead, maybe he might go for Alpha. Maybe, just maybe, he might go for Alpha. I'm not sure if he will. Apparently the assault on Alpha was a failure on Nvidia's team. Fortunately, there are three people on Alpha. And there's Nvidia right here. Nvidia with a extraordinary, very, very powerful 11 KDR. Surprisingly, he's in rank 137, and his aim is beyond extraordinary as well. But he hides under the water. However, Best Noob takes the fight underwater, and we're not sure who's got. Oh, and Nvidia takes him out. Nvidia takes out Best Noob. Fortunately, the sniper will not do well in close ranges. Of course, Nvidia is one of the leaders as well. However, we do have an assault oncoming towards Bravo, as always. Nvidia advances towards the flag, but unfortunately, he got shut down by Kale. And of course, Kale is always using a medic, not a medic class, sorry. It's a, it appears that he is using an engineer. Of course, with a 3.6 KDR, rank 73. He ain't too bad with the engineer, unless if his stats says so. Unfortunately, Best Noob's team is taking the full brunt of a force, with Nvidia apparently going 41-7. And on the other side of the team, however, most of the teams are either going negative or they're going at a 1 KDR, as always. And Nvidia, of course, is having a fun time out there with the support class, with his aim being extraordinarily very good. And of course, going back to Kale, he's of course advancing towards Bravo with two or three other of his teammates, or else he's advancing towards Alpha to defend Bravo. But unfortunately, Nvidia takes him out. People are really suspected of Nvidia a little bit cheating. Not sure if he's cheating, but it feels like his aim looks like he's cheating, but he's not really cheating. His aim is just extraordinarily good. And if we take a look at Bravo, of course, Bravo seems like it is a open space right here. and apparently Nvidia's team is not worried about it. However, we do have one person over there. Triple B is advancing quietly towards Bravo. Of course, hides under the beach. Make sure he clears the eastern spot. Is this the east? Well, I don't even know if this is the east at all. But unfortunately, his assault was a failure. Piracy takes him out. And seems like everything else is quiet. Best Noob's team is all left with Delta. With Nvidia's team securing Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, they're on their way to Delta. And Delta is not really a good place to be at, you know? Delta feels like you're cornered. However, there is one Cromwell tank. Unfortunately, Cromwell tanks are banned in this game mode. As you may have noticed, there are no AA gun tanks and there are no Leopard tanks. It's just cars, Humvees. That's it. There's nothing else. However, we do want to take interest into a fight right here. Unfortunately, they are kind of downed already, which is unfortunate. Best Noob's team advances and assaults Charlie, and now Nvidia is trying really hard to defend Charlie. However, is it enough with just two teams, with just two people together? Or Nvidia's team is advancing towards Charlie. Tickets currently are at 78 and 76, as according to one of my moderators, or one of the moderators. They're going toe-to-toe against each other. Unfortunately... Oh. Whoops. Oh, never mind. My problem. Sorry. And apparently Nvidia's team was able to capture Alpha. Apparently, Best Noob's team kind of neglected Alpha and left it undefended, leaving it as an open space for themselves. Nvidia smartly uses the machine gun turret. However, he gets plucked out by Best Noob, but he got revived by X-Bro. Fortunately, gets shut down again. And X-Bro is trying really, really hard, but unfortunately, Nvidia Bread gets shut down again. You wouldn't want to revive him again at this point. However, he did get revived, and he was able to secure himself a safe place to heal. So he doesn't have to go back to respawning, as always. Apparently someone was smart enough to flank around the docks. It seems like they're struggling to... And oh, Kale from behind, of course. But unfortunately, that was not enough because X-Bro was able to heal Nvidia. Like I said, X-Bro and Nvidia, they're two very good duos, and they fit very well with each other. Despite the fact that they're not despite the fact that Nvidia is not a sniper, he's actually a support, as always. And apparently, Nvidia lost his own medic to a sniper. Pretty good tactical use, or also a pretty good tactical kill to secure a kill on the medic, so Nvidia doesn't get healed once he gets killed again. Unfortunately, X-Bro was able to join him back, and Best Noob's team is still advancing forward. And Nvidia takes out the assault squads. Kale, Agent Mike, and Baseplate are all both taken out. Or all three of them are taken out. Of course, Nvidia finds out that there's someone from behind, and still was able to get a laser kill on APOC. Smartly sets up a Jeep in front of Alpha, so they could effectively defend Bravo as well. Although there is one person approaching Bravo, the Jeep, instead, from Best Noob's team, advances towards Alpha, takes the back door. X-Bro finds out, but unfortunately, that assault was not enough. You might need more than one person to be able to assault Alpha. Of course, here's the entire view of the map. And seems like Nvidia's team is able to secure every single point, but they are about to lose Bravo as they fail to defend that point and left that point too opened. And of course, shooting through the smoke. Who could that be? Effective use of a smoke. And it's really, really rare for someone who's an assault to use a smoke. Do you guys, of course, everyone in chat, do you guys barely see any assault classes use smoke effectively very well? Apparently, Simj was able to use it effectively. He was able to take out EZU, which is unfortunate. And Kale, on the other hand, oh, and Best Noob takes him out. Stops the assault on Charlie. Kale quietly assaulting Bravo. It's a matter of time that people will find out that Bravo is going to get assaulted. Unfortunately, that UMP was nothing compared to Kale's skill for using an M1 Garand or the long shot. And apparently, Nvidia takes the victory. And right now, the score is 1-0 right now. So, of course, we are moving on to the next round. We're moving on to the next round. We don't know the map yet, of course. The map has not yet been decided. And, of course, we are going to take a 10-minute break, as always. Apparently, Nvidia did pretty well on that. And I should have shown the graphics of that, of how many kills they got. And apparently, I have a feeling that Nvidia's team might pull off a sweep on this round, on the next round. But who knows what will happen on the next round? They went toe-to-toe against each other during the first half of the game. But unfortunately, Best Noob's team kind of blundered at the end when they almost had all the points. But unfortunately, their team quickly fell down due to Nvidia's laser aim skill. And currently we are taking a 10-minute break. It seems like, according to the moderators, we're taking a 10-minute break. And while we're taking a 10-minute break, we'll go ahead and have some go ahead and have some shredded pork buns. Pork buns, exactly. Apparently, next map is going to be Karkin. Same thing, same rule. There will be no Abrams tank, there will be no LAVs, and there will be no Cromwell tanks. No APCs at all, no armored vehicles. And now they are currently doing a practice run, again, as they're prepping for the next round. And of course, here's the view of the entire fight. And don't worry about the person who's flying above. That is a moderator who is moderating the game. Of course, he's moderating the game, you know, because just in case of a person hacks in the game, which would barely happen. And of course, I am just jumping around, or you can see me at the bottom left-hand corner that I'm just bee-hopping towards an ocean, so I can do some spectating as always. It seems like Kale decided to use a sniper to practice, which is a little bit interesting. Unfortunately, Heresy bee-hops and takes out Kale. Takes out two people with the pistol, interestingly. Apparently, there's a struggle at Delta, but the struggle at Delta has been dealt with. As I think that's Nvidia bread in the distance. Yes, that is Nvidia bread. Nvidia bread. Is that Nvidia bread? It could be Nvidia bread. Does it look like Nvidia bread? I'm not sure who's Nvidia bread at all right now. But anyways, though. Of course, Agent Mike as a tanker class, circling around and patrolling Charlie, just to see if there are any intruders. But unfortunately, takes out our mod, takes out our cameraman. And I think this is the real round right now. I think. Unfortunately, the other side of the team was not able to spawn in as they took all the flags. And we all thought that cameraman was not able to die, but unfortunately, one of our cameramen was caught in the crossfire. Unfortunately, would you guys consider that a war crime? I think it is. We might see some war crimes here and there, but unfortunately, our cameraman was caught in the crossfire. And I'm gonna let you guys on this for a little bit, directing this while communicating that to your cameraman that you need something. It's actually pretty hard if you guys want to know. And while commentating and directing at the same time, they don't mix up very well. So it's easier to get commentators nowadays. Or else we always try our best to get commentators on here, but unfortunately for us right here, it's kind of a little bit hard to commentate. And no, you will not see me eat more, as always. And we're still getting words whether or not this is the main game or not. And apparently they're getting ready for the next game. And the same thing as always, Team 1 will be on the left side and Team 3 will be on the right side. Team 1 will be on the left side. And Team 3 will be on the right side. And the next map will be Karkin, like I said. Red seems like he's pulling off a pretty good performance, but he would be struggling against snipers, as always. Alright, and the real match will start shortly. And of course, I do want to thank Moonlight Interactive for making this possible. Making the spectators mode possible. Although this is not really like the final product of the spectators mode, I hope this will get better in the future. And we all hope that this game will also overall get better in the future. And we're still getting word. We're still waiting for words from Scissors, whether or not to spawn in or not. Proud sponsors. Of course, it's Moonlight Interactive. Not really a sponsor, as always, but it's a big thanks to Moonlight Interactive. And now we're still getting word. We're still waiting for our signal to walk into the match. And it seems like that this match, or else that this round, could last for like what? For like hours and hours. And it seems like the match has started, assuming. Good luck, says the moderators. And we are off right now. It seems like Nvidia's team was able to take over Bravo. And Best Noob's team is making their initial approach on Bravo. Nvidia is able to secure the alley, but of course, Nvidia did not realize, but actually they did realize, and unfortunately, Agent Mike's tanker suicide bombing didn't really work. We really don't want to call it suicide bombing, but suicide RPGing did not really work. And Nvidia was able to hold off Bravo very well. However, Delta, Nvidia's team is having some trouble approaching Delta, so Nvidia's got to perhaps maybe go out there somewhere, you know? And most of the time we'll be focusing on Nvidia because he's one interesting person, as always. Of course, he's trying to look for anyone who tries to intrude. And apparently there's a person back there, probably Agent Mike, but Agent Mike takes out Nvidia. And where's Agent Mike right now? He's on the other side, apparently. But Xbro was able to revive Nvidia. But Nvidia was able to take out Agent Mike. And damn, that accuracy, though. Oh, and they traded kills? Okay. Unfortunately, our medic right here ran out of ammo mid-round, of course. Unity Jaeger was beaten by Nvidia. And Xbro was able to revive Nvidia at the same time. Nvidia and Xbro inside the smoke. Of course, lurking in the alleyways of Bravo. While we take a look at the entire view of the map, of course, everyone is concentrated in the urban areas of Delta, and it seems like Charlie is getting assaulted by Nvidia's team. Of course, we got a lurker back here as always. Oh, and Best Noob gets taken out, unfortunately, by B Hopper. Triple B gets taken out, and Kale is also out as well. Unless we got any more lurkers around here. Seems like their path to Delta seems a little bit clear. Unfortunately, Agent Mike... Is that Agent Mike? Yes, Agent Mike is right here. Oh, and they try to trade, but unfortunately, that trade was not enough. The tanker class right here, Peter, was able to take out Agent Mike. Two tanker class going head-on against each other. And it's interesting to see how tanker classes would be able to go on against each other. Go head-on against another tanker. There are some people lurking around Charlie, but unfortunately, they're trying really hard to defend Charlie. But Kale takes out Pow Pow, and they gotta start making. And if I were in Nvidia's team right now, I would actually start making good use of that Humvee or that vehicle. They got two vehicles. You know, you gotta start making use of them. I know it could be, you might be very vulnerable once you're on that turret. You know? And it seems like an assault is happening back there. And Best Noob takes out Triple B. Oh, damn. It seems like Best Noob is using a engineer class. Sounds like Kale swapped out with Best Noob for sniping and engineering. To see, so they could try and find out whether or not Kale could be better with the sniper. And it seems like Kale is performing a lot better with the sniper. Judging by the amount of kills Kale has, it seems like the sniper is very, very effective for him. Unfortunately, Kale gets taken out by the tanker class. And they get hoarded on, or Best Noob got trampled on. And Agent Mike goes in, but unfortunately misses the RPG shot. Realizes that his UMP has no ammo in it, and he is gone. He got shut down. He was really close too. Apparently APOC, was that APOC? Or whoever this person here is, Baseplate? Baseplate apparently, if I'm not wrong, yeah, Baseplate, he was a support. He was really, really close to those people. Getting those shots in while you're a support, it should be really easy, but unfortunately his accuracy was not enough. We got a medic in the distance right there, but unfortunately Unity was not able to dodge all the shots while he's B-hopping. Kale advances forward. Again, Kale is back again. We'll see how well he performs, but unfortunately, Hiracy shuts him down, which is unfortunate. Agent Mike advances forward with his tanker class, but unfortunately, he was not quick enough to react with an RPG. He could have gotten a shot off of it earlier, but unfortunately, he cannot get the shot off of it at that time. And then Simj, of course, advances towards Bravo just to help out at Bravo. And Nvidia's team is still holding off Bravo and Charlie very well. And Charlie seems like it's very, very quiet at the same time. So when we turn our attention to Bravo right here, at Bai's camera, seems like it's also quiet right here as well, as Nvidia's team still holds Bravo very well. They have Bravo kind of locked down. There is, however, one person in Bravo that is attempting to defend that place. Peters, if that's the person. Yeah, Peters is lurking around Bravo, and apparently he's about to leave Bravo open, which is not a very good sign, of course. There's only one person defending Bravo. It's not good when you have one person defending Bravo. However, seems like there's a lot of action going on at Bravo as well. But unfortunately, that action has subsided. But turning our attention to Charlie, apparently Best Noob's team was able to take Charlie effectively. It seems like having a replacement for the sniping class actually works out very well. And I don't know why he's very, very slow. Mike jumps onto the 50 cal, which is kind of rare to see from a pro player in a pro match. And there's a ton of players defending Bravo. He should get something out of there, right? Unfortunately, gets no kills. Unfortunately, getting that shot off of with that 50 caliber is kind of really hard. Agent Mike gets shot. And Agent Mike got shut down. Managed to get none of the kills, apparently. And Nvidia Bread is doing his best to hold off on Bravo currently. And with only Bravo left to fend on, they have to go somewhere at some point. At some point, they have to go. They have to go somewhere. And it seems like they're stuck at Bravo with no plan of attack. Xbro and Nvidia is making their move, perhaps advancing towards Charlie. However, Agent Mike, being a tanker class, attempted to do a jump shot above the fence with an RPG, but unfortunately failed. And Kale, defending Nvidia's body, fending off Nvidia's body. Hiracy taking cover with that, suppressing Kale. Of course, scaring off Kale to... Oh, and Nvidia Bread gets shut down again as Hiracy gets away from the line of sight of Kale. And of course, it's not worth reviving Nvidia because they realize that maybe they should regroup at Bravo. With Best Noob having 3 points. And Nvidia's team kind of struggling to defend Bravo. Apparently, one of Nvidia's team members is attempting to reach Charlie. And seems like it took 4 people to take out one person who was a tanker over there. We could turn our attention to an alleyway in Bravo. Apparently, Agent Mike is holding off the alleyway very well, or suppressing the alleyway very well. 2 tanker classes battling it out in the alleyway. And Agent Mike with the high ground as well. Peters attempts to go into the high ground, but not realizing that Agent Mike is already down at the ground. So he's going around trying to look for him. And Peters jumps onto another building, but Agent Mike struggles, and assuming that he is trying to run, or he's on a run for it apparently. And Agent Mike misses his RPG shot, and he falls down to the ground and gets taken out, shut down. Best Noob still chasing down inside that building. Wait until Best Noob takes them out with a knife. This will be an interesting one. Best Noob with the knife. He tries to knife, but he misses the knife. He misses the knife again, and knifes Triple B. And now he has the high ground. He has the advantage over them. And plus, he's in close range. And since he's in close range, he would be able to have an advantage with that long shot. And what you have to realize is that long shot is not really good. It's not really good at long ranges. He takes out Nvidia as well. And Best Noob is actually going off. He hides right at the stairs. Still on top of the building. Still trying to keep Nvidia's team back. And unfortunately, he gets shut down by Nvidia. And in turn, Kale shuts down Nvidia. And it seems like all the action is pointed towards Bravo, as there's a Humvee rolling in with the 50 caliber. As the 50 caliber is trying to find some targets for them to shoot. Best Noob's team is attempting right now to take out as many people as possible in Bravo, but unfortunately, base plate was not accurate enough with the 50 caliber. And now Nvidia reclaims, or else Nvidia's team reclaims the Humvee. And now with that Humvee right there, now they have to find out how they're going to be able to take out that Humvee, because that Humvee is a very, very valuable asset. And apparently Nvidia took over Alpha. And now Nvidia is making a breakthrough. And they are now taking that Humvee to Delta. And apparently they're having a fight at Alpha, with Peter trying to take out Best Noob with an RPG. And they're having a struggle right there. They're still struggling, and they're still fighting it out. And Best Noob takes out Peter. And Best Noob reclaims Alpha for their team. Apparently, they tried to assault Delta as well. Nvidia's team tried to assault Delta, but kind of failed. And it seems like the passageway to Charlie seems like it's opened. And no one bothered. And it seems like Nvidia's team didn't bother to go to Charlie. Although they did try to assault, but unfortunately they were stopped. And it seems like Nvidia took the loss on that. Kale being the replacement on the other side of the team seems like a best choice to make. Best Noob being an engineer to replace Kale's engineer role, and them swapping roles seems like it's a best idea. And of course, I've played with Kale before, and I knew Kale would be very, very powerful with the sniper. And it seems like making that switch is actually very, very effective. Alright. So, it seems like we are on a little bit of a break as well. Unless if we are moving on to another round. Which seems like we will have to wait this out. And it seems like we're going to have a practice round. And unfortunately, Nvidia Bread trying to go all out didn't really help, because Kale still pokes his back. And there's an old saying that if you're good with a sniper, then you would be able to take out a support very effectively. And so, what are your thoughts on Kale? So, chat, and here's my question to you guys as well. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Kale and Best Noob switching roles? Was it really effective? Was it not? Let me know. And should Nvidia Bread try out a medic class? Not a recommendation. They should do their own research on that one. And apparently, next map is going to be Nordic Tundra. And we already know that some people have resentments to that map. I've already known a couple of people who have resentments to that map already. And we're doing a practice round, and we're doing a 5-minute break. Now everyone is trying to screw around. Kale is Kale. It is a great, to me, in my own opinion, it is actually a perfect decision in Best Noob's team to keep, to switch Kale into a sniper. And we expect Kale to be a sniper in the next match. As we have saw with Kale's performance with the sniper. The first round, Best Noob wasn't doing very well with the sniper, but Kale with the sniper, they were able to take out. He was able to take out 26 people, going positive with the KDR. And if you guys think Brett should start gambling on whether or not they should switch roles, maybe this is the best time to do a timeout and try and figure out what roles they should take. Apparently, Best Noob's team took a good amount of time trying to invest on what. They took a lot of time. They actually invested a lot of time trying to figure out whether or not they should switch. And when they made that switch, that was actually a pretty good investment on their part, since Kale went positive. And yes, Nordic Tundra. And yes, Nordic Tundra, same rule. There will be no tanks, no LEVs, no IFVs, just cars itself. And apparently Best Noob is not really comfortable of becoming engineer because Longshot isn't really good. Longshot is not a really good long-range weapon due to the very tiny iron sights that people would see when they use an engineer. Or rather, they would hip fire with that instead. They would rather hip fire with that instead, trying to gamble for the middle. Or best case scenario, they could always use an engineer. They could always use an engineer to substitute for a long shot. Of course, people don't like using long shots. Shotguns, on the other hand, they did get an improvement from the last update. Whereas the double barrel used to have 1 ammo, but right now it has 2 ammo, which is very deadly. And it's kind of ironic when you look at the name Longshot, you can't really shoot long with that because the iron sights are really tiny on that. And of course, Best Noob going in with the tanker class. And Best Noob was able to take out Peters. And it seems like Best Noob might be trying out tanker class the next round. Not sure if he's going to try out tanker class the next round. It seems like he could be abusing he could potentially abuse the RPG to the fullest extent. You already know how powerful RPGs can be when it's used correctly. The question is now how the special forces would be able to use the C4. And unfortunately, Heresy went down into the drain. Fortunately. And it seems like they're getting ready for the next round. I hope they made their nice decision on what role they're going to be using. Got a little bit of a cough, apparently. It seems like the next round will start shortly. Shortly, this next match will start. And yes, there will be bugs in this game. Of course, we saw the floating long shot. That's actually the moderator or the cameraman that is floating up in the air. You gotta get shots of what the fight looks like and to see if the fight is actually happening, like, for real. So now we are at 1-1. Nvidia team 1, Best Noobs team 1. This next match would be the deciding point of who is really going to win and will advance to the champion. So, the question to you guys is, who do you think will win this next match? And who do you think will advance to the next bracket? Vote right now. Or say it in chat right now. Do you think it will be Nvidia bread, or do you think it will be... Or do you think it will be Best Noobs team? And we're still getting word to... we're still trying to get word on when to spawn in. And it seems like we're clear to spawn in as always. Good luck, everyone. Wish everyone the best of luck, bros. And we'll see who can win out this round. Alright, and the game is off. And this is our teams right now. And it seems like Nvidia's team, I would assume, yes, Nvidia's team took control of Charlie, with Best Noob expectedly, of course, taking control of Bravo. And apparently Best Noob advances towards Delta. Best Noob advancing towards Delta. Unfortunately, Peter did not shuts down the advance. Peter trying to defend Charlie as to the best of his ability, but apparently got shut down by someone else's grenade. Apparently APOC was able to kill a person with a grenade. It's really rare to see a person be able to kill with a grenade. It's kind of impressive that you have to work out with the very, very broken shot of the grenade, or the terrible grenade mechanics. And it will be interesting to see what the next match will be like. And it'll be interesting how Nvidia Bread will interact with Jam. Of course, Nvidia Bread has Charlie locked down. They gotta watch their backs on Delta, because Delta seems like it's very, very unprotected while we're at it. Here's the whole view of the town from Bai's camera. And it seems like Best Noob's team is advancing towards Charlie instead of advancing towards Delta, which is an interesting move. What we have here, though, is Best Noob trying to get a hold of Delta, trying to cut Delta off from Charlie. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to deal with one person or two people. He has to deal with two people in Delta. Tries to be careful not to get spotted. unfortunately gets shut down by an RPG by Peter. And we'll be seeing a lot of RPGs flying around. Having that tanker class in Delta is actually very strategical, as he's the sentinel of Delta. Of course, we have Heresy right here. And Heresy is trying to save Charlie. I don't think it's enough because... Oh, and Heresy, of course, is having that fight right there. And Heresy takes him out. Heresy got Charlie locked down with Nvidia's team. For Nvidia's team. And here's Heresy's graphics. And if you want to know Heresy's stats, here you go. With an impressive 8.84 KDR. Ranked 203. And I have a feeling maybe Brett could have this round. Heresy and Kale is going perhaps toe-to-toe against each other. And it seems like Kale is still going positive with this KDR. And I should really change my mind. Heresy may be struggling with the sniper. However, Nvidia Brett is enjoying his time with the support. And this map is mostly a close quarter match. And we have one person from Bravo brilliantly trying to use a tow launcher as a missile artillery. It's just a matter of time that Heresy is able to snipe someone out of that tow launcher. Unfortunately, gets out of the tow launcher. Person gets back into the tow launcher. And Heresy's team can't break out a front towards Bravo. And it seems like the forest looks open. I'm not sure if the forest seems open, but apparently we got a tanker class. Apparently APOC was not able to... Is that APOC? Yeah, APOC was not able to advance forward into Charlie. The forest seems open. And they could go to Alpha, or Nvidia's team could go to Alpha and take control of it. And Delta seems like it's the least protected. Well, not really. It's actually pretty protected, if you think about it, because there are people actually in charge of spawning in Delta, trying to keep Delta in check. It's actually a pretty nice strategy. They try to... You spawn at Delta, you try and lock down Bravo. And it seems like Best Noob right now finds out that maybe they should assault Delta with the full force. Apparently they got 5 people going to Delta, trying to assault Delta, trying to flank towards there. And apparently Heresy hears the fight in the distance, as always. Unfortunately, Heresy right here, they can't really do anything, or they're still trying to keep Charlie locked down. They're too lasered focused on keeping Charlie locked down. And apparently Nvidia got a wake-up call that Delta is being taken. And apparently Delta is already taken out. And Nvidia Bread comes in and lasers people out. Nvidia takes out 4 people at the same time. The medic right here, maybe he might be able to take out Nvidia right here. Whoa, did you guys see that? I mean, I don't know if some people actually saw that, but it seems like Nvidia might have shot through their wall, or it could be lag. And of course, Nvidia going solo against Delta. We have 3 people, perhaps maybe 5 people attempting to defend Delta. Nvidia's team takes Alpha, interestingly. And Nvidia still struggling to fight the full force in Delta. And apparently in Alpha, meanwhile at Alpha, there's a fight going on right there. Nvidia's team is trying really hard to defend Alpha, and they have Alpha completely locked down. As Agent Mike from the top right corner is will try to sneak attack Alpha. Nvidia Bread is like a one-man army, of course. But unfortunately, Nvidia kind of took a brunt while he's over at Delta. Can't handle anymore. Either he ran out of bullets, or he might have made a blunder. Apparently, baseplate is making his advance. Nvidia tried to knife, but apparently he got flung up into the air, and he got shut down by Simj, as Simj comes in to save Nvidia. They still have Charlie locked down. Apparently, Nvidia's team did not get Alpha locked down. Alpha got captured. Heresy is going over there to check out what is going on. And Delta is still locked down by Best Noob's team. It seems like Nvidia is having trouble strategizing where to have their best man go to. And it's left with Simj. Is that Simj? Could be Simj. Yeah, Simj. No, Simj is... No, never mind. That's not Simj. But one person who's an assault right here. He got shut down, and now Best Noob's team is right now advancing forward, while not realizing that Delta is being captured. Apparently, there's one person who snuck in to Delta, trying to capture Delta. Of course, APOC was able to... No, never mind. That's not APOC. Agent Mike is trying really hard to defend Charlie. Unfortunately, Agent Mike failed to notice that X-Bro was behind him, as X-Bro makes his way to... Oh, and he got taken out by Best Noob. Best Noob tries to lock down Charlie, knows that it's a little bit too dangerous to lock down Charlie, so he decides that he actually got Charlie locked down, so now it's left with Alpha. And it's already very troublesome for Best Noob to try and get Charlie, or else it's already hard enough for Nvidia to try and get Alpha locked down, because it's hard for him to go from one front to the next. And as Nvidia tries to open up a front, he decides he wants to go to Bravo. Unfortunately, he'll end up being surrounded, and he will eventually get flanked by Best Noob's team, which will be unfortunate. It could be the end for Nvidia Bread, as Best Noob strategizes so well, invests his time on strategizing with his friends, with his allies. As he takes Charlie, he sacrifices Alpha, so now they are all cornered into that one part of that map. They cannot go out. They have less part of the map to be able to focus on. Agent Mike tries to take over Alpha, but fails. He got shut down. Nvidia Bread trying to open up a front, or else Nvidia's team is trying to open up a front at Bravo. Unfortunately, that front gets shut down. Peter trying to RPG the teams, trying to stop the assault. But is it enough? I don't think it is. A lot of people don't think it is. It is not enough. The tanker class takes out the tanker class. He takes out Peter right there. And it seems like Best Noob is able to I'm pretty sure that Best Noob is able to secure himself a victory. However, Bravo is not secured. Nvidia was able to open up a front and was able to take Bravo. And for Best Noob's team, it's probably going to be hard for them to take over. Or is that Nvidia? No, it's not. That's not Nvidia. That's not Nvidia. Sorry. I was wrong. That was Best Noob's team. Best Noob's team still has Bravo locked down. Sorry for the misinformation. I'm getting a lot of fake noob vibes right there. Here, and then. Best Noob trying to secure the Bravo front. And unfortunately, the Agent Mike goes down with his other medic. And Nvidia Bread advances forward towards Bravo. Will he win this out? Do you think he will win this out? Let us know. And now the score is right now 89-20. It seems like Best Noob could potentially take this victory. Nvidia's team, of course, trying to open up a front, advancing into Bravo. Slowly advancing into Bravo right now. Peter and Pow Pow going into the sandbags of Bravo. And of course, the fight ensues. Peter takes out one person. But Unity Jaeger, they did not realize, apparently, that a tanker class was bee-hopping around Bravo. Unfortunately, KO got taken out. And now the fight ensues in Bravo. And now the organization's about to fall apart on Best Noob's team. And it seems like Charlie is still locked down, but it's least protected. As Best Noob's team attempts to defend Bravo. And they have Bravo still locked down. And it seems like Best Noob is able to take this victory. Apparently, surprisingly. Nvidia Bread going 49-10. Kale going 21-15. Both MVPs of both of the teams. And Kale's and Best Noob's team taking home that victory. They are advancing to the next bracket. Nvidia's team, on the other hand, going 49-10. Still cannot save their team, unfortunately. And it's very, very unfortunate for Nvidia Bread. You gotta feel bad for Nvidia Bread. And in the most part, Best Noob's team did strategize very, very well. Invested a lot of time to strategize where their teams should go and where their teams should be stationed. And Nvidia Bread's team falls apart on collaboration on where their team should actually go as their defenses fall apart. And so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Round one, or else the first round of Team 1 versus Team 3 is now over. Alright, guys, it'll be interesting to see who will battle the next, will battle the victorious team. It is right now 11:38 right now. And it is a GG Of course. Can we get a GG in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? As Best Noob takes home that victory. And now we could advance to the next round, where Jam will go head-on against Bond. James Bond. Of course, everyone knows Bond. Bond 007. You can always call him that. And, of course, overall, I'm actually very surprised that, that Nvidia was not able to pull out a victory on that last round. Or, who knows, maybe it's the map disadvantage, but both parts of the map seems like they were kind of balanced. And of course, everyone on Kale's team won because they were able to strategize and they were able to keep Nvidia, or else maybe at one hand they're able to lure Nvidia out, although Nvidia was almost able to take Delta. They know that Nvidia was their biggest threat, so they always will have their, like, at least 5 team members to be able to deal with Nvidia bread. They won because they won. That's not right, bro. They won because they strategized very well. They know, they communicate where Nvidia bread is. Perhaps they did communicate, and they try to focus on trying to surround the other side of the team. All right, so we are going to round 2 next. Round 2 will be coming up shortly, as we will go on a break.
Epic.
There's an old saying that communication was key to victory, and we wanted to know what happened at Nvidia's team. Of course, everyone wants to know what happened at Nvidia's team. And of course, Best Noob won because they were able to communicate with each other where to go. And Kale, surprisingly, at a rank 73, popped off with an AWP. And he was able to carry the entire team to victory. But Nvidia Bread with 49 and 10 on that last round, it was not able to save the entire team. And he had a pretty good track record of his accuracy and his weapons, of course. And we wanted to know what happened there. And Best Noob won 2-1. Nvidia pulled off on the first round in Wake Island, and Best Noob's team was able to pull it off and reorganize their entire team by round 2, with Kale switching roles and Best Noob going to an engineer role. And Best Noob's team was able to pop off on the last 2 rounds. And who knows? It could be the teams could be terrible on that one part right there. But we'll soon find out at the end where we will have a champion round, or the final round. It'll be interesting to see who Best Noob and Kale are going to be going up against on the final round. It could either be Jam or it could be Bond. But first, we will have to find out who will win the next round. It will be either Bond, or will it be Jam that they'll go up against. And Jam has commented, or maybe I shouldn't say that. And as we wait for the entire team to walk in, I can show you guys the whole map right now. And of course, the map cycle is, we would assume that the map cycle is going to be the same. And we hope it doesn't rigged. And we hope it doesn't get rigged while we're at it. And apparently one of our cameramen is not here anymore. Weirdly not here. And funny enough, everyone is dressed up as a noob on in Charlie for some reason. Oops, I keep switching over to the other screen. It seems like they're having a slaughterhouse right here as well. Everyone is dressed up as noobs. So it's kind of hard to identify who's who. Apparently, Jam is also dressed up as a noob. So it's hard to distinguish who is who. As the noob team attempts to break out a front from Delta. This tournament is expected to last till 2 p.m. probably 2 p.m. maybe 2 p.m. or if it goes fast, maybe 1. It sounds like everyone is gonna go out with bacon heads. Of course, bacon heads always try and get people's back. This is just a practice round. This is not really a real match. Apparently they changed up the prize pool right now. It's 50K for the winner. And 30K for the second place winner, and 50K for the third place. There are a total of 4 teams. And apparently Nvidia bread might not be able to get that prize. I don't think there's gonna be a third place. Don't think there's gonna be a third place. If there's a loser brackets, are we expecting a loser's bracket? I'm not sure if we're expecting a loser's bracket. We could expect a loser's bracket to play it out as well. And so, of course, there are no loser's brackets, of course. Then why do you say that there's a third place? Why do you say that there's a third place prize? There shouldn't be a third place prize if the brackets are that small. Of course, everyone was I hope everyone is ready. Everyone just fighting it out at Charlie, of course. And apparently the first map is going to be Karkin. Interestingly, I don't think we're following the cycle of the maps. It seems like the Bacon Hair team is gonna try and take home the victory on this part, and will attempt to take the victory on this part. Team Bacon, that's what they call it. That's what we would call them right now. Team Bacon is what we should call them, you know. And so, of course, everyone will have to be set for this next round. And I think they're trying to get ready, or else they're trying to see if everyone is here or not. And of course, everyone is trying to prep their headphones, trying to prep what class they're going to be using, as always. And the play that Nvidia Bread took with the medic, I don't think it was a best choice. I'm not sure if that's the good choice in Nvidia's decision. Now that I, as a commentator, think about it, because Nvidia Bread having the medic class to yourself doesn't really help out your other teams very well. Now that I'm thinking about it. And it seems like the protocol is as follows. Team 2 will join left side, and Team 4 will join the right side. And this next map is going to be Karkand. The first map we're gonna go to is Karkand, as always. And apparently there's a fighting brewing inside the chat currently, because someone is salty that one side of the team was not doing so well, or one side of the team didn't have a good teammate. But who knows, man? Only time will tell. And no, and if you guys wonder, I apologize if I don't commentate very well. Seems like Karkand is the map right now. And we're still getting word on when to spawn in as the match is getting started. And unfortunately, one side of the team is complaining about that they're lagging. Not a good sign. Now we gotta say so, and we're gonna go ahead and spawn in and try and get ourselves a camera right here. So, the fight is already ensuing already, ladies and gentlemen. And for our rosters, this is what our team looks like. Jam on one side, and Bond on the other side. Gotta focus on those two. We're gonna be mostly focused, laser focused on both of those people, Bond and Jam QX as well. And we might have to watch. In case, if that happens, we might have to watch for Ricky as well. Not that it's that I really like pretty much know who Ricky is. And it seems like Bond's team is trying to break out a front at Bravo. Trying to be laser focused over at Bravo, while Bravo is attempted to get locked down. There's a lot of people right now trying to advance up the ramp towards Bravo and Bond's team. And it's in a matter of time that Jam's team realizes that Bravo could be the death trap as they attempt to secure the alleyway, because the alleyway is such a vulnerable place. And as of right now, we got Penguin Guy taking up the high ground. It's interesting that he's an engineer and he's using a shotgun. He's using a double barrel. First time seeing a double barrel in this tournament. And now Bond is hopping up right here, and Bond is getting sprayed on by Penguin. And Bond was able to take out Jam and Fire at the same time. Still able to save himself. Now he has a medic by the side just healing him. Now as we turn our attention to Delta, it seems like Delta is getting assaulted as well. And Bond seems like he's going on both sides, trying and gain points Delta and Bravo. And it seems like Point Alpha seems like it's like a very, very disadvantageous point for Bond to be at. It's like one of the places where you don't want to be at. And Team Bacon trying to lock down an Alpha front from Delta. They're actually holding it off very well. Bravo, on the other hand, Ricky is just walking in. Is that Ricky? Could be Ricky, right? Looks like Ricky. Yeah, Ricky. He's a medic. He's trying to get a hold of the alleyway. And it sounds like both Bond and Ricky are trying to lock down Bravo. Sounds like Bravo is underprotected, and it seems like they have locked down Bravo. And one person comes out, but I don't think this is enough for them to be able to handle. Since Ricky and Bond, they're both pretty good. Fortunately, the tanker class was able to take out 2 people. And surprisingly, Hassan Tape, that tanker, was able to take out all of the assault forces that are going to Bravo. And they're still able to lock down Bravo themselves. They took back Bravo for themselves. And the assault on Bravo was a total failure on Bond's part. Unfortunately, that tanker class could be very annoying. Of course, turning back our attention to Delta, as always. Bond's team trying to advance forward, but Team Bacon was thrown off guard. Lizgott was thrown off guard. I don't know what he was doing, but it seems like he was a medic right there. Was he a medic? Yeah, he was a medic. And being a medic in the middle of nowhere seems very, very unusual. And of course, Ricky comes up, of course, into an underprotected Delta. And now it's Ricky left, but healing him, and he misses the defibrillator on his friend. It's only a matter of time that he has to defibrillate his friends again, but unfortunately his body despawned. Ricky advances forward to Delta, and it seems like they're about to get Delta locked down, but it seems like Delta is getting overprotected again. Ricky gets taken out, as well as some of the assault forces from Team Bacon. And it sounds like Firemank was coming to their aid, and the assault was thwarted in Delta. And now Team Bacon from Delta is now advancing towards Alpha, as Bond's team is making their way again up to Delta and attempting to assault Delta again. And it seems like they got the Delta front locked down on the ramp. So as one person approaches the front right here, he deploys a smoke, which is not an ideal situation after you have been killed. And the assault sounds like is a total failure. Now if we take a look at Bravo. Seems like they're trying to get Bravo locked down. Bravo seems very, very locked down. Bond right here, of course, attempting an assault, but Bond gets killed in action. He does have a tanker class. He might as well just use the tanker class to his advantage. We thought we were lagging for a little bit, but unfortunately 5678 didn't move, and I'm not sure why he decided to freeze right there. And Bond gets attacked by a 50 caliber. He has to take cover at some point. course, Bond just fighting it off right there, but that smoke grenade was not very effective. It kind of blocks the sight of the 50 caliber that awesome dude was on. And Jam was able to snipe off Bond and shut down his approach to Delta. And now all the front is just currently focused on Alpha and Delta. And everyone, as you may know, Bravo is not really occupied. People from Bravo, or Team Bacon from Bravo, was able to lock down Bravo itself, as you can see in Bai's cam. They're able to lock them down right on that ramp, and everyone is just concentrated from Bond's team. Everyone is just concentrated on Delta right now. It seems like Jam might take this win, or Team Bacon could take this win. And of course, as you may know, they're able to effectively lock down Delta, and of course, unfortunately, Awesome Dude was lagging very, very hard. He was the person that was complaining that he was lagging. Now we have a 50 caliber trying to lock down this place. He has a shotgun, but he got sniped once. He took cover just in time. And Fireman came for the rescue to lock down Delta front. And boy, that 50 caliber came in really handy. And now they're making their way to Alpha, as always. But while they're making their way to Alpha, and meanwhile at the Bravo front, we have someone from Bond's team trying to approach, and apparently Jam's team takes home this victory this round. Unfortunately, Bond did not come up with a pretty good result. Although we do have sometimes people do have resentments to this map, which means that Alpha is not really like a good place for not a good place to be spawning at, you know. And I feel like maybe we should do like 2 rounds of Karkin, like one for the person spawning at C, and then they switch sides like that. That's the thing that I wish we would have as a commentator. But unfortunately, we are going to a real this is a real match. And as I eat my last part of my pork bun, now we're asked to take a break. We're going to take a timeout. And probably this is like one of those best times to actually collaborate on what you should be changing up on. And possibly Bond, especially Bond for himself. Bond probably should use some of this time right now to actually re-elaborate with the team. And ask his team what role they should be switching up on, or maybe they should be switching up on becoming a medic or a sniper. I've seen a lot more snipers out there, of course. That whenever, or else we've seen what Kale's team or Best Noob's team has done. They switched roles with the snipers, and they were able to perform effectively very well. Maybe they should. I hope Bond's team is taking their time effectively to revise their strategy and revise what class they should be on. Currently, Team Bacon is leading 1-0 right now, despite the fact that Awesome Dude is kind of laggy right now. And we won't know what the next map will be. We're still trying to get word of what the next map will be. All right, the next round should be starting shortly, and I'm still a little bit clueless on what map it's going to be. Still, people are saying that it's Nordic Tundra, but I have a feeling it could be something else. It could be something else. It could be Nordic. It could be something else. I'm not sure. We're still not. I'm still trying to get some confirmation of what map it's going to be. Yes, it is Nordic Tundra, as we confirmed it. And we're trying to get our word on when to spawn in. Of course, we could always join a team right now, but we can't really spawn in. We're still waiting on word when to spawn in. We're still waiting, of course. Seems like we could spawn in. Kind of, we just got word that we could spawn in. All right, and the match is up. The match is off right now. With Bond's team taking Bravo as expected because it's the closest to where they spawn at. And Team Bacon trying to penetrate inwards towards Bravo and Alpha. And Bond's team trying to make their way to Delta right now. As they try to take advantage of an open front right there. Oh, and it sounds like they're missing someone. I think we should stop. Don't know if they should stop, or we don't know if Team 4 is having issues. And it seems like the match is going out a little bit unexpected. It's pretty unexpectedly disorganized. Team 4 only has 7 people, apparently. Of course, everything else here is a little bit disorganized, and while we're very disorganized right here. There's Jam right here. He's got an impressive 13.68 KDR. His rank is over 300 as well. And they're gonna be restarting the round, as this was a false start of a match. And it's becoming a little bit disorganized at this point. Seems like Team 4 is missing someone. And it seems like McSwag was missing from Team 4. And while the team is pretty much disorganized right here, Bond is just down there trying to practice his run. And I think this is going to be a practice run. Of course, everyone is gonna know what they're gonna be doing. Like Bond was able to take out someone. Oh, and Bond just got blasted into the face. Well, that's amazing. And it seems like Team 4 is okay with having 7 people in their team. So it's going to be an outnumbered match, which is going to be very, very weird. It kind of reminds me of that one soccer match where they actually ejected so many people to the point where they had to play with the least amount of people, and they were just completely outnumbered at one point. It reminds me of that one match, actually, where they had a fight or something. Yeah, I think it was that one match where they had a fight. It kind of reminds me of that soccer match, but instead there was no punishment. We don't know where Mixwag's whereabout is at this point. And as we approach the next round, of course, as we restart this round, one thing you have to note, Jam and Bond will be going head-on against each other. Not sure what Bond's strategy is. Apparently he's still staying as a support. At the very least to me. Yeah, apparently Bond is a support, apparently. Of course, we got work to spawn. Of course, we're gonna get to work, of course. And a good luck is issued, ladies and gentlemen. And we're off. And we are off, ladies and gentlemen. With Jam's team taking Charlie preliminary, it seems like Jam might take this victory, if whatnot, due to the fact that that Bond only has 7 people left in their team, which is unfortunate. Now, Jam's team Bacon is now taking over Bravo right now. Yeah, the entire Bacon team got Bravo locked down, and Bond's team tries to regain it, but unfortunately fails to regain it. Ricky trying to struggle with the team Bacon along with his engineer. It seems like Ricky is just popping off against the Bacon. And unfortunately, did not take the last person as Tree Frogger shuts him down. Which is unfortunate for Bond's team. And currently, Bond's team is currently cornered at Alpha. Which is, of course, an unfavorable condition to be at. Because you wouldn't have any other place to... you won't have any other place to go. It's best that you would have sacrificed Alpha for Bravo, because you would have more fronts to open up to. You know? And now it seems like they tried to take Bravo, but they can't take Bravo. Of course, Ricky just struggling down here, as always. And Ricky trying to battle it out with the Bacons. And Ricky's still popping off, apparently. Of course, Ricky just popping off with the medic. Apparently, he has a 30 KDR, rank 63, but it's just not enough, apparently. The reason why he had a 30 KDR, apparently, he was here since when he was here during the time when death was not counted. When death was not counted, the KDR was really high. So when the death started counting, then of course you had a pretty big KDR, and that's expected on players that hasn't played this in a hot minute. And they're battling out on the tree. Team Bacon and Team Bond battling out on the tree. Battling out with the sniper would be pretty hard with the medic. Maybe jumping over that tree was not a good idea because the sniper could potentially kill you. Oh, and Ricky can't get his team to get to Bravo. Seems like Bond's team is a little bit disorganized currently. And it seems like the team seems like they are completely disorganized. They imagined that they had 2 engineers, but that one engineer is actually a moderator. Of course, Ricky is the person who would be focusing on, because he's trying to take back Bravo for themselves, but apparently he's struggling to do that. He's going positive this round. And as Bond Bond's team tries to move forward. That was actually a brilliant move, but unfortunately he's completely outnumbered. 5678 did thrashed Lizgod with the RPG, and Jam was able to shut him down. And Jam's position, he's actually pretty high up on the high ground. And now Vertex seems like they switched roles, and apparently Vertex has a sniper right now. Yeah, Vertex has a sniper. B-hopped. My man B-hopped. And took out Lizgod with it. And Vertex was able to take out 2 of those team members. He did not realize that one sniper right there. Did not realize Or else Jam did not realize that there was a person who's a sniper who's advancing towards Bravo. Got two people who's trying to defend Bravo at the same time. Switching our view to Charlie, though. We got a Bond's team trying to make themselves attempted a surprise attack on Charlie, but unfortunately did not make a good surprise attack on them. It seems like Lizgod takes the high ground. Just a strategical move. Unfortunately, Vertex was able to get up to the cliff and takes hold of the high ground. This one person decides to heal up there and tries to get out of his sight. It's actually a smart move. But he's still pinned down by the one assault. And Fireman came in and saved Lizgod. And it's kind of weird to have one medic right here. And there's Bond right there. Trying to open up a front towards Charlie. And here's his stats again. With an impressive 8.2 KDR. And he has got someone by his side. He's trying to knife him. Will he be able to knife him, though? Is my question at hand. And apparently he's dancing around with the knife as well. And we don't know what's going on right there. And apparently Bond wasn't able to take him out for some reason. And Bond takes him out. Takes out Jam. Is that Bond? Yeah, Bond was not able... was going to take him out, but someone took over the kill. Find that awfully funny, as always. Of course, we will keep an eye out on Bond for a little bit later on. As Ricky, apparently, switched roles to a sniper. He switched to a sniper. Vertex, on the other hand, switched to a medic. Ricky attempted the knife, but apparently that was... he didn't make the shot with the knife. That was a little bit funny. And Bond was killed by a force trying to defend Charlie, and now they would go in and go through that forest to defend that forest. It seems like Jam took home the victory again, and they'll be playing on the next bracket. And that was actually a pretty fast one too. Not gonna lie, I think it was not a surprise that Jam's team was going to win, because one person from Bond's team was missing. Overall, I don't know. It was kind of a little bit disorganized. Yes, it was. But we all know what the next map is going to be. And I will go ahead and communicate with them. Yep, Jam has won. And now they are going... And now it'll be interesting to see what Jam has to offer against... How Jam will do against Best Noob and Kale. Kale has got the strategy down. And it seems like Jam also is a pretty good rusher. They did rush to get the points that they need to lock down the enemies back at Alpha. And it seems like they're gonna do the final tomorrow. But unfortunately, there's a chance that I might not do the final tomorrow as well. So, apparently we're gonna have to end it off right here. So, the victors, also the 2 victors, Best Noob and Jam's team, or Team Bacon versus Team Best Noob. They're both gonna go head-on against each other tomorrow. Seems like they're gonna hold off this match to tomorrow. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to end it right here, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. I know this broadcast is not what I kind of hoped for, and the only takeaway that we have on this broadcast is that we do need more manpower. We do need more manpower, of course. And it seems like everyone is burnt out. King Scissors is also burnt out. And it also seems like I am also burnt out as well. And I would be lucky if I get some food for myself as well. So not until tomorrow, guys. Not until tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. But for right now, we could just enjoy this view of power plant. And we don't have any word on when the final will come up tomorrow as well. And there's a chance that broadcasting this will be a little bit impossible. It seems like our cameraman might not make it tomorrow. I was expecting that the whole round, the whole match be done by today. But it seems like we're gonna have to hold it off to tomorrow, as we are all delayed. Alrighty, guys. This stream will be held off to tomorrow. or the broadcast will be hold off till tomorrow. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope I get some learning experience out of this too. Having one person direct is not really ideal, or else having only one or two person becoming a crew in this is not really ideal. Of course, having more manpower is more of an ideal case, but I hope communicating is probably among the hardest there is. As a just in conclusion, just you know, what I could take away from this experience of broadcasting. Yes, it's not ideal. It's not ideal to stream or else to broadcast this thing with only 2 people when I'm directing and when I'm commentating at the same time. Not really ideal, you know. It's not what I expected on this stream, of course. Did I use most of the motion graphics? No. Motion graphics, they're just meant to help tell the story. And I hope I did well to entertain you guys. And I hope the next time, maybe, just maybe, I might be able to get more crew members. And I hope Polybattle moderators are able to accept them as cameramans, or we could have multiple cameramans inside one match, so we could actually communicate with each other and all that, and maybe have at least like a dedicated commentator out there, you know. That's what I hope to have, you know. Me commentating and directing at the same time probably it's absolutely not a good idea, which is why you don't see people direct and commentate at the same time. That's for streamers. Broadcasting, on the other hand, that one is different now. And I hope I did well. I know this is not the best I've performed, and I hope we get to see more camera angles sooner or later. You know. And I gotta stop repeating words that I keep saying as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you do like this broadcast. Subscribe if you do like my content. And ring the bell button if you want notifications on future streams, or broadcasts, or videos. And much obliged for watching. And I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Take care. And adios.